Good evening. Emergency crews remain on high alert tonight as the Adelaide Hills bushfire enters a dangerous new phase. But late today, some good news, with authorities revealing they're growing in confidence ahead of tomorrow's horrendous conditions. Brenton Raglas is at Paracom CFS station and joins us now. Good evening, Brenton. What's the feeling on the ground there?
Yes, good evening, Kate. Well, certainly a different vibe here tonight with CFS crews and their colleagues from interstate enjoying a well-earned rest, putting up their boots and enjoying a barbecue dinner. Because late this afternoon, CFS Chief Officer Greg Nettleton revealed authorities were now more confident of controlling this blaze ahead of tomorrow's forecast high temperatures and possible lightning. But they won't be taking any chances. More than 500 firefighters remain on the ground at any one time, supported by more than 30 aircraft. As more on the fireground was assessed today, the shocking damage toll has risen sharply. Tragically, 167 buildings have been destroyed, including up to 38 houses and 4 businesses. 134 people have been treated for a range of injuries, 23 have been admitted to hospital, and 416 families have registered with emergency relief centres, including 60 in emergency accommodation. And some of those families are gathering together tonight. Reporter Alice Monfries is in Kersbrook, where a community meeting is just about to get underway. And Alice, what's going to be discussed there tonight?
Well, Brenton, CFS will be here tonight to answer any questions locals have about the ongoing fight against this blaze, including how best to prepare and what to expect for the horror conditions forecast for tomorrow. Now, it's also a chance to find out from those affected families just what they've lost and what they need, so that others who've come here tonight to help know exactly what to donate or offer. Now, there are many families who have lost almost everything, and today I spoke with some who came incredibly close to even losing their lives. Her parents' home is gutted and family heirlooms destroyed, but Di Lane came frighteningly close to also losing her father.
Thank goodness he's alive, and that's thanks to the police and the CFS. So thank you very much.
Brian Ansell was rescued as he tried to save his burning home and his 30 alpacas when the fire tore through Gummaraka on Saturday.
He thought he could look after animals and the house on his own at 84, which is just crazy. He did his best.
Century-old family possessions, including an antique grandfather clock, reduced to rubble.
He wants to rebuild. I hope we can support him to do what he wants to do to recover, but it's a very difficult one at that age. You know, you've lost your whole life's work.
Peter Attenborough's determination to save his life's work almost killed him too. This is what he saw as he tried to defend his Kersbrook home, but was soon surrounded.
I cried. I thought I was going to die. So, yeah, it was pretty scary.
Unable to find his car keys, he prepared to say goodbye to his wife and daughter. But as the blaze closed in, Elvis appeared, bombing water across his property.
The helicopter did a fantastic job. It saved my life and saved most of our houses. It's just amazing.
But it couldn't save everything.
We lost a lot of sheep and my auntie lost a horse.
Gummaraka locals also suffering heavy livestock losses.
Went down there and saw these dead sheep, and some were still standing and burnt, so rushed back, cut my way back through again and got the gun out there and put a few down. And
more than 100 sheep and cattle have been destroyed. Many others will be sold with little or no feed left. And as residents do start returning home, the CFS is warning the need to be aware of dangers is heightened, as many are likely to be tired and traumatised to be seeing the damage for the first time themselves.
What do you say? It's one of those things. You live in the hills and that's what happens. It burnt through in 83 and virtually the same again.
Alice Monfries, 9 News.
Well, tragically, that impact is going to be felt for a long time to come. Well, as you can see behind us, our local fire force is being aptly backed by our comrades over the border in New South Wales and Victoria. 400 interstate firefighters have joined the cause, some capturing the firefight and giving an insight into the dangers they all face.
New South Wales rural firefighters come to the rescue of a humbug scrub homeowner as fire creeps dangerously close. They saved the Frank Barker Road home just in time.
It's an arduous task. It's the terrain is very steep, so the boys are working hard.
the sort of effort which has been displayed by South Australia's Country Fire Service since Friday. This vision highlighting the heroics as firefighters battle to fend off flames from this Devil's Gully Road home.
It was pretty intense at some points. Like, you're looking at the fire and you see just how crazy it was, and people can see from a distance just how big and insane the fire was.
And a clear picture why they weren't going to battle this disaster alone. Close to 200 Rural Fire Service volunteers flew over from New South Wales on Saturday to assist their South Australian counterparts, while 5 fire trucks, 1 tanker and a navigation vehicle made the 16-hour drive across the border.
We're all volunteers, none of us are getting paid for it. We just, and people say, oh, I feel sorry for you. Don't feel sorry for us. We love it.
Today, on day 4 of their deployment, they battled smouldering bushland, still a serious threat to nearby homes.
We don't want it to spot over here, so idiots, make sure you put the bloody thing out.
We're used to this, but not so much this terrain. The hills here are really steep. We don't usually get that.
And let's go live now to Samantha Vardis at Nairn's Tent City, which these volunteers are calling home.
Yeah, they sure are, Brenton, and hundreds of firefighters from New South Wales and Victoria will be returning here to base camp very shortly. Now, these guys left here at 6 o'clock this morning, so I reckon they'll be keen for a bit of shut-eye. Now, behind me here, the SES have set up 110 tents as well as 4 marquees, which is expected to house those 400 firefighters here tonight. And by the way, that fire is looking, they expect this to be Tent City until at least the end of the week. And once they return here, I reckon it will be straight to the showers for those guys and some well-deserved rest. Brenton?